Inner Sanctum Mystery. Brought to you by the makers of Cottage Hill.
Good evening, friends. I'm Raymond, your host. Remember? Won't you come into our inner sanctum? Oh, it's very gratifying that you have the courage to come back. I was afraid our story last week might have been too much for you. But, since it wasn't, suppose we see what you think of tonight's tale. The story of a strange, weird voyage that makes the ancient mariner look like one of the rover boys.
Inner Sanctum Mysteries tonight bring you The Death Ship, featuring an all-star cast of radio favorites in an original radio drama by Robert Newman. Presented for your entertainment by the makers of Carter's Little Liver Pills, the best friend to your sunny disposition.
Now, wait. A question before we begin. Do you really know anything about the sea? The sea that covers 2/3 of the Earth's surface? It's a place of storms and sudden death. A place where anything can happen, and usually does, aboard the Death Ship. The Caribbean. Vast blue home of the Gulf Stream and the mysterious Sargasso Wild. Somewhere near its center, heading north, an open boat. In it, their eyes red-rimmed, their faces raw and cracked, are 5 men. One of them glances astern. There, trailing them, is a menacing, triangular black skin.
Captain Pike.
Hey, what is it, Porky?
He's back. He's following us again.
Who is?
That shark. The same one that picked us up right after the wreck.
How do you know it's the same one?
Because I do, and I don't like it. You know what it means. He smells death. You keep on following us until... I'll hold the shore, Captain. If you can't get him.
What's the sense? I tried 3 times already.
Please, Captain. Well, give me your gun and let me try.
Okay.
Hold it, Dilla. Did you get him? Never even flinched.
Maybe he'll go away when Josh dies. That's what he's waiting for.
Yes, he's going to die.
With all his ribs stove in? Okay.
He's drinking easy all the time. Besides, look. He's opening his eyes. Water.
He's asking for water. I heard him.
Aren't you going to give him any?
Don't be a fool, Ben. You know he's dying. Water won't save him. There's hardly enough for the rest of us.
He's entitled to his share, sir. He can have my ration besides.
Mine, too.
Well, for my money, you're crazy, but... All right, Corky, force him out. Hurry, little cup.
Okay, Captain. I think you're not too, Benson. But here you go.
Thanks. Here you are, Josh. Here you are. Now drink this.
Water. Good. Where am I? What happened?
Don't you remember, Josh? The Mary Kay, that storm last night. We ran into a reef off Skeleton Key. Found it. All hands were lost except us. Some gear fell on you and you got kind of hurt.
Skeleton Key? I remember. My trick at the wheel. After Pike told me we were clear of the reef, to change that course. I did. And then we... You know, Captain Pike, you wanted to wreck the ship.
What? You're crazy.
You did. Piled her up for your insurance, and Corporal was in it with you. You had the launch. Going out before we even struck.
Well, that's true. Then what are we doing here in a whaleboat without any food and hardly any water?
Just sealed over after something. You couldn't get the launch clear. You murdered all the whole ship company. And me. I'm dying too. Well, I'm putting a curse on you. On both of you. A curse that'll follow you until...
Josh!
Poor Josh.
He's dead. Okay. Heave him over the side. What? We can't do that, Captain. That's shot. What do you want to do? Keep him here? I said heave him over.
Listen, Captain. He was my pal. We stood together for years.
You bloody fool. Look over there. You see that black cloud? There's a squall coming. What chance do you think we'll have of living through it unless we light the ship? He's right, Stan. It is a squall, and
And look. Look, they're running ahead of it. A sail, a ship. A ship. You're right. It is a ship. A ship coming this way. We're saved. We're saved.
Signal to him, Benson. Wave to him.
Ahoy there! Ahoy!
Wait a minute. Before they get here, let's get something straight. What Josh said about me wrecking the Mary Kay. He was out of his head, see? Out of his head? Delirious. If you don't think so, well, I'd just as soon they found 3 dead men here as 1. You mean it? What do you say, Stan?
I don't know. He was just thinking there was something funny about that ship.
Funny? Funny how?
Look at the way she's luffing, falling off.
Right, that's so. But there was no one at the helm. But there is. You can see him.
But can you see anyone else? Any crew?
Listen, getting aboard her is our one chance. Put out those oars and start rowing. Aye, aye. Come on. Let's go. Robert, counter, hold on. Grab on board. What about Josh, sir? In the whaleboat. Leave a minute to cast it adrift. I guess that's better than letting the sharks get him. Okay, Sven.
All right. So long, Josh.
Now, let's look around here. That man at the helm, for instance.
Well, maybe he's drunk. So blind drunk he didn't see us. Maybe the rest of the crew's below and... Holy smoke.
Drunk? He's dead. Life to the wheel. But what killed him? Look at that look on his face.
Burned black like he'd been scorched by hellfire.
Ahoy, below there! Ahoy! Anyone about?
There's no one below. There's no one on board but us. And him.
How do you know?
This too. This is a death ship.
A what?
You heard of them. Every sailor has. Ships wandering around the sea, drifting into port without a soul on board and no way of telling where the crew went or why. It's a death ship, and they don't like it.
You don't. You'd rather be out in a whaleboat, I suppose. Why, with this squall coming up it's here. Take the wheel, Sven. Cut that body loose and heave it overboard. You orders. Up moving to the east of the ranger. Jump now. Riding easier now, is she, Sven?
Yes, sir. We sure ain't wasting time.
Well, keep her she goes, due north and for the wind.
Yes, sir. But it's getting pretty dark. They can't hardly see the compass anymore.
I'll light the binnacle for you. There we are. So we got a ship under us again. Good ship, too, from the feel of her. And just in time. We'd have swamped shore on the whaleboat. Piece of luck, all right.
Maybe so. But they told you isn't like it. They'd still like to know what happened to the crew and what killed the man we found at the wheel here.
Well, as soon as Corky and Benson get back, we'll take a look below.
I'll be off and on deck, sir.
Okay, Benson. Now, let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
Take a look below deck, you mean?
Aye. You stay at the wheel, friend. You others, follow me.
Aye, sir. Due north. Get the gun ready, Captain?
I have. No one in here. Ahoy! Anyone around?
You suppose she sprang the leak in the short she was sinking? Abandoned her?
I doubt it. He don't lie, does he? She was waterlogged.
What about a plague, sir? The whole crew dying off.
It might be. Look in this cabin here.
Really? Looks like it must have been the captain's cabin.
Aye. Everything's shipshape here, too. Bunk made up. Hey, what's that? There, against the wall.
The sea chest. Old one.
Old? That chest was old before you were born. Look at the ironwork, the rust on it. What do you suppose is in it? Well, now we'll soon see. Holy jumping Jehoshaphat. Gold! Bars of it! Jewels! Pearls as big as marble. Pirate treasure. Or maybe old Spanish treasure. Look at it! Look at it! We're rich! We're rich!
I'm going above and tell Phil.
It can't lead to here. What is it?
Down in the captain's cabin, a big chest full of gold and jewels and treasure.
That's so.
Don't you understand? We're rich. Rich. Dan, what is it?
I don't know. At least, but look, right up here. Captain.
Okay. I don't know what's come over you, but Captain Price, would you come up sometime for a minute?
Aye, coming up. Well, so you don't like this ship, eh, Ben? Did he tell you what we found?
He told me, and it doesn't make me like it any better.
Huh? What do you mean?
You've been to sea for a good many years, Captain. It's like I have. But have you ever heard of anything like this happening before?
Like what?
There was that wreck, dressed around for a day and a night, in open boat, run into a ship without anyone on it, and then its cover is got treasure aboard.
Hey, what are you driving at? It happened, didn't it?
Did it? Couple of minutes ago, I saw something off the port bow there.
Or something? What?
It was too dark to be sure, but it looked to me like a whaleboat with 5 men in it. And somehow, I got the feeling that those 5 men were us.
What?
Yes, Tom. I don't think we're really here on board this ship at all. We only think we are. We're really still out there, tossing around in the whaleboat. At least, our bodies are. And then I got a hunch that we're all dead.
My father's little liver pills. They do the work of calomel but have no calomel in them, for they are simple pills made of vegetable drugs. They wake up the flow of one of our most vital digestive juices. When this vital juice flows at the rate of 2 pints a day, it helps to digest our food and bring back the glorious feeling that goes with regularity. Then most folks feel like happy days are here again. But be sure you get the genuine Father's Little Liver Pills.
Well, you want to go back to sea again on the death ship? Very well. But if our course from now on is one that's never been sailed before, don't blame me. Just a moment later now. The 3 men are still standing in the stern of the death ship. It scuds north through the darkness. Old Train at the helm, Captain Pike, Tom Benson staring at it.
Yes. You think we're all dead? Wait till I tell this to Coffert. Tell him to stop figuring out how much that treasure's worth because he'll never spend it. Because we're all ghosts.
Ben, why don't you go below and lie down for a while? I'll take the wheel.
You think you're crazy. All right. It makes us big and a lot of things about this whole business. It just don't make no sense.
Like what?
We still don't know why this ship was abandoned, what happened to the stowaway, and we don't know what killed the man we found last to the wheel.
Well, no, we don't.
Captain Pike, just come soon. The logbook.
Hey?
Wouldn't that make it tell us something?
You're right. Finding that treasure got me so head up I never thought of that. Now, we'll go down and read it right now. Oh, sure you don't want Benson to take the wheel, Ben?
No, Captain. I'll finish up this trick. You can take over at this place.
Okay. Come on, Benson. All right. Go look for the logbook and see if...
Oh, yes, Sanctum Crest, eh? Well, we'll see.
Okay, sir, I'll take it. Due north, huh?
Yes. Well, did you find out anything from the log?
That sure did. What a yarn.
I'm listening. Finish.
Well, it seems that this ship here belonged to a man named Talbot, a yachtsman. He was snooping around a bookshop one day, and he came across an old book written by a Don, a Spaniard, a couple of 100 years ago. It was all about a galleon, a treasure ship that went down around these parts.
Storm?
Partly. Talbot fitted out this ship, came down here to look for the treasure. They found it all right, but as soon as they started home, funny things began to happen.
Funny things.
Yeah. Two of the crew tried to break in and get Talbot's guns, and he had to shoot him. He shot another one when the guy went for him with a marlin spike. Then he realized he'd have to do something drastic. So he and his mate dumped the last 5 men into the whaleboat, set them adrift. That left just the two of them, Talbot and the mate.
And then?
Well, the last entry was made day before yesterday. At least it's the beginning of an entry, but it trails off into a flat.
In this here Talbot, it must have been him we found right to the wheel. But we still don't know who or what killed the mate.
No, we don't. Hey, listen, Ben. Do you really think there's anything to this cursed business?
Gold is always a curse, Tom. You know what I would do if I could, Tom? I would take that chest and twist it right over the side.
You would, eh? Over my dead body.
Oh, hello, Captain Pike. I didn't see you coming.
That gold's gonna make me a rich man.
Well, make you a rich man?
Well, all of us, Ben, all of us. That is, as soon as we get home.
Yes, sir.
Breezing right along, ain't she? Well, I think we could stand some more sail. Okay, come on up here.
All right, Captain.
Yes, sir. Let's go up. Put on more sail. I'll give you a hand with it. Up we go, Captain. More sail.
Sure is full of night. At this trip, we ought to raise land by morning.
Yes. Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? Hey, what was that?
Sounded like Corky. Captain Pike! Captain Pike, was that Corky?
Aye, it was. This is footing on the rat line. Went over the side.
This is footing.
Aye. Too much rum, I guess.
Well, I'll put her about, see if we can't pick him up.
Hold your course. We'll never be able to find them at night. Hold your course, I said. I'm going below.
Corky. Overboard. He had been blinking, but...
That wasn't why he said. Did you see the butt of Pike's gun? There was blood on it. He slugged him.
What? You mean killed him? Died?
Yes, sir, then they seem to be surprised at. Has he forgotten what Yash said before he died? That he left the marriage place on purpose?
I had forgotten. But if that's so, if he killed Corky, murdered him, then
That's what he meant when he said he was going to be rich. Tom, we're going to be next.
Yeah? The heck we are. Hold the wheel while I get a marlin spike. Then when he comes back on deck, I'll jump him.
Jump me, eh? You know what that is, Counselor Benson? Mutiny.
Mutiny, you murderer.
There we are, Benson. I ought to kill both of you for what you're doing. Conspiring against me. But I ain't gonna make the same mistake Talbot made did. One man can't handle this ship, but two can. Oh.
You killed Ben, you...
That's how are you, Benson? Yeah, I killed him. He was old, not as strong as you. Wouldn't have been as much use to me if I could stay at the wheel. And hold that course due north.
Benson?
No.
That's good. Won't be long now. Almost 3 bells. Sun will be coming up in a minute. When it does, I got a hunch we'll get a landfall.
And then?
What do you think?
I don't think. I know. You'll kill me. Take her in by yourself.
Smart boy, Benson. That's just what I'm going to do. The Dons couldn't get the gold home, neither could Talbot, but I can, and I'm going to. Look, there's the sun, and ahead off there off the port bow, land.
Yeah, land.
Okay, Benson. Ready? Hey, what are you laughing at?
You! Go ahead and shoot. You think you can hurt me? You can't.
I can't.
Have you forgotten that whaleboat with the 5 men in it that Sven saw last night? The 5 men he said were us? Have you forgotten what he said that meant? We're sailing due north. The sun should be rising on the starboard side in the east, shouldn't it? But it's not. It's coming out to larboard in the west.
Sun rising in the west. Why, it can't be. And still it is.
And that land ahead there, it's not the coast. Don't you recognize it? It's Skeleton Key where you wrecked the Mary Kay. There's what's left of her. Now, do you understand? You're dead. You've been dead for 2 days. Dead and doomed to sail a death ship in a circle through all eternity.
No, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm not letting go. I'm not letting go aboard here.
He's going over the same. I'll board the line, and when he comes up, we'll... Oh, Ben!
He isn't going to come up. It's dark. And it looks like the same shark that followed us all day yesterday.
Yeah. Well, that was smart work, Sam. I thought I saw you move once or twice. I had a hunch you weren't dead.
Wasn't dead? Aren't we both dead?
Heck no. Does that slug through your shoulder feel as if you were?
Well, no, but what you just said to Pike...
A trick so I could get his gun.
Trick? There ain't no trick about the sun. It's rising in the west instead of the east.
No, it's not, Sam. As soon as I saw it, the whole thing came to me. You remember that body we found lashed to the wheel? The mate? You know what killed him? Lightning.
Lightning?
Yeah. Struck by lightning during the storm when the Mary Kay went down. Besides killing him, it polarized the compass. Reversed it so that the needle pointed south instead of north. That's why it looked like the sun was coming up on the wrong side. That's why we ended back here at Skeleton Key again. We were sailing south all the time instead of north.
Well, but that whaleboat, they could see a whaleboat with 5 men in it.
Sure you did. And you know who they were. The men Talbot and his mate set adrift so they wouldn't have to share the treasure with us. You know what we're going to do? We're going to pick them up and get them to help us sail this ship home.
And the treasure?
You said you didn't want any part of it. Well, I don't either. They found it, let them divvy it up. But we found this ship, this way.
That's right. Diamond.
It's ours now. Ours to do anything we like with it. We're our own boss from here on in, then. And what more can a man want?
Nothing, Tom. Nothing in the world.
That was the story of the death ship. The ship that sailed the Caribbean with a treasure aboard her and a dead man at the helm. Pleasant little tale, wasn't it? Did it have enough corpses and sudden death in it to sit to? Oh, it didn't. Some people are never satisfied.
It's a good thing they're not, Raymond, or there wouldn't have been any progress.
Oh, you mean we'd have to get along without such things as the telephone, the airplane,
Electric lights,
the radio?
and Carter's little liver pill.
Heaven forbid.
Yes, Raymond, scores of people would hate to be without Carter's little liver pill. Because they've learned that a mean, cranky, sour disposition due to irregularity often takes a decided change for the better soon after they try these simple little pills made of vegetable blood.
Yes. Now, be sure to mention that Carter's little liver pills do this by increasing the flow of a very important digestive juice.
That's right, folks. And the name, Carter's Little Liver Pills, tells us where that vital juice comes from.
So next time you don't feel good, try Carter's little liver pills.
And see if you don't agree that they're the best friends to your sunny disposition. 25 cents at all drugstores.
This is Raymond again, your host, getting ready to close that door to the inner sanctum and say goodnight until next week, when our guest will once again be Paul Lucas. I hope you enjoyed our little story and that you got its moral. What moral? Oh, it had one, all right. All our stories have. Dead men tell no tales, except on the inner sanctum. So, next Sunday night, to overcome the hot weather, invite your friends in for a chilling evening and listen to Inner Sanctum Mystery. However, if you just can't wait till the coming Sunday for our next one, satisfy your craving for a good murder story by reading this month's Inner Sanctum Mystery novel, I'll Eat You Last, by H.C. Brendan. Good night. Sweet dreams.
Featured in tonight's cast were Arthur Benton as Captain Pike, Byron McCormick as Tom, and Gilbert Mack as Fred. Original music by Lou White. Inner Sanctum Mysteries will be on the air again next Sunday evening, same station, same time, when we will again have the honor of bringing you the popular and gifted star of stage, screen, and radio, Mr. Paul Lucas. Be sure to listen in. This is Ed Hurley reminding you, when you don't feel good, try Carter's Little Liver Pills.